Hello, this is episode 9.1 of my playthrough of Dragon's Dogma. This is your friend Conservative Cat, and today I'm going to be doing Search Party. To start this side quest, you have to track down Reynard. This is one of the few quests that is not destroyed if you go ahead and do the Duke's Directive. So you can take your time if you need to with this one. To actually access the quest, you have to make 10 individual transactions with them. That means you have to go and buy at least one item, completely leave his dialogue, then re-enter again. You can do this in quick succession, though. If you're having trouble finding Reynard, he spawns outside the inn in Cassidus, in the rest camp near the Devilfire Grove, in the Fountain Square, in Grand Soren, or at the inn at night. The Great Wall encampment next to the Riftstone, and the encampment where the Banner Corps was, near the southern entrance. If you're having trouble finding him, just check some of those places. After 10 transactions, he will ask you to find scrap iron, which is a rare drop from skeletons and skeleton knights. Just farm them for a bit. After that, you have to buy 5 more items once you turn that into them. Once you've gotten the scrap iron, track him down again.
Remember the item I asked you to find? It's not urgent, but I do hope you might yet locate it. Well, enough of that.
There we go.
That's it exactly.
After that, he will ask you to find a somewhat rare item. After you've done 5 more trades with him. Once you have it, the miasmite, which is a drop. The miasmite is a drop from phantoms. Those are the guys who we were not able to hit with our non-magical weapons, and they have a chance to possess your pawn. They're ghosts. They tend to fly over like the lakes here in the area, and they also spawn at night. So you can farm them pretty easily if you need to. And even though he doesn't say in his dialogue what you need, the quest details do show what items you should pick up.
I never knew my father. He disappeared while I was yet in my mother's belly. Truth be told, he's just as likely dead by now. Yet, the question haunts me still. What could so vex a man that he might desert his unborn child? I have no desire to weigh the right of his actions. I seek only the cause behind them. Thus did I become a peddler, that I could wander the land in search of clues. Pray, if you should come across any trace of my father, some record of his travels, or a diary perhaps, I would ask you bring it to me. I've found naught in all my years of searching, but perhaps you might succeed where I failed. Fair sense tells me otherwise, but yet I hold out hope. Now, let us talk of business.
He will ask you to find clues to his father's whereabouts. These come in the form of those journal entries we were finding in the past couple videos. However, the first journal entry, there are 6 of them total, is right here in the Great Wall, not in the Great Wall, in the regular encampment where the Banner Corps is. Just go to this. They're all in these round chests, so just head over to the corner here and pick up the first journal entry. The second one we picked up in the catacombs earlier. The third is a little harder to find. This one is in Grand Soren, in a little alleyway only accessible from the rooftops. Don't ask me how. It's near the Black Cat to the northwest. You can kind of see it. There is that little light area that we're heading toward. Just make your way toward that. Slide down the ladder, since it is a fairly decent fall. And the third journal entry will be right there. Beautiful. The fourth one is, we're gonna set out from the encampment here, and we have to head straight south. We are heading to the miasmic haunt. If you couldn't tell, that's also a good place to try and farm miasmite if you need. Huh. While we're here, may as well test out some more of our, warrior combat, huh? I have switched to warrior because it has some augments that I want for my final build, so it's also pretty fun. Those heavy weapons just really stun lock things pretty well, stagger enemies. And my armor, I upgraded my armor really well, so I'm just able to no-sell a lot of damage. Works out for me, huh? You're going to want to make your way pretty much straight south. You'll run into harpies and stuff, but for the most part, nothing here is too dangerous. You can pretty much run past the harpies. These lakes, make sure you do not submerge yourself in them during the day, because especially near the miasmic haunt, because they'll make you blind. They'll inflict a whole lot of bad status effects on you. However, interesting enough, at night, apparently the fireflies help deal with them, so that you can go in the water and not be affected as badly, or at all. I've tested this myself, and at night I was able to run around the water around here, even in the miasmic haunt itself, without taking any sort of negative attention. Oh, let's go ahead and kill our pursuers real quick. I have to say, I am pretty satisfied with this class. The only thing about it is it's a little slow to swing, so it leaves you really exposed. However, if you hit something, it's going down. See that up ahead? That's the miasmic haunt. Around here, you don't see him now, but now you might. Sulfur Saurians. These are Saurians. They can go. They can sort of camouflage themselves. And as I remember correctly, they can shoot fire when they're in not melee range, as opposed to like poison stuff. You saw that when you get hit by that spear, right? If I had not upgraded my armor, that would have pretty much staggered me. I have to say, I am extremely pleased with this electricity whip thing that Meryl has. I may look into getting that for Mira, because that's pretty cool. Oh boy. Sulfur Saurians are pretty much the toughest thing we'll fight here during the day. And they have the same weaknesses as their regular cousins. We're not heading straight for the for the miasmic haunt. We're heading to a camp just to the south of it. See? However, there is a harpy nest right nearby, so let's go ahead and take care of these guys real quick, huh? Let's wait for my pawns to catch up. Ooh, that didn't look good, did it? Congratulations, Andrew. Congratulations, Mira. One thing I am not liking is that it's not killing them as quickly, or at least it doesn't seem to be. Maybe I'm just imagining things, though. I'm not really sure if I like pommel slam, which is the little short thrust I do with the butt of my weapon. It's fairly quick, though, compared to like my normal swings, and it staggers really easily. So I think that's the point of it, is to sort of stun lock a person and leave them open for, you know, one of your proper swings. Oh, what's Mira doing? Check this out, guys. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah, she is. With a meteor. Not meteor. Meteors. Direct hit. I'm not sure why my pawns are still thinking there's combat around, because I don't see anything. However, the chest we want is right here. Normal round chest. And inside is the 4th journal entry. Congrats, guys. Let's go ahead and go to the 5th one next. Again, from the Great Wall encampment. This time we're going to be heading straight west. You can sort of slide down these mountains without any trouble, really. You can see where we're going. We're heading to that little path right here, because this leads to a cave we want to enter, called the Soul Flare Caverns. We're going to be here again later in the game, at which point we're going to fully explore it. See? West entrance. You want to make sure it's the west entrance, because the 5th journal entry is right nearby it. We don't have to go very far in at all. We only have to fight one group of enemies. You get achievement for entering Soulflare Canyon. You get a couple of achievements for entering these different places. This place isn't too bad. There's a couple. Oh crap! No. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. That's all you have to do. It's the enemies here are mostly snow harpies and hobgoblins. There's also a couple of other things that are pretty bad. Like but we'll get to those soon. Don't worry about that. We'll get to them when we explore further in. I want to leave that surprise open for y'all. A single 3-shot combo was able to kill the... Oh, you're casting Meteor Storm in here, man? It's actually not Meteor Storm, it's Bolide. But it essentially is a Meteor Storm. I guess Mira likes the power and she likes floating. The chest we need is right here at the end of this bridge over the chasm. There we go. The 6th one we found in the quarry during of mazes and merchants. 'Tis with heavy heart I leave hearth and home behind, but vengeance must be dealt. The beast which struck the village and stole away my dear Alicia will die by my hand. Word of the beast led me to this cave. A week's searching has seen ancient treasure unearthed, but what use have I for baubles? 'Tis only vengeance for my daughter I seek. My travel now spans 3 borders, and I have seen many a pious man. Alas, where men's gods differ, there is no brotherhood in worship. Distrust is a heathen's portion. North winds blow ice into my very bones, and I am left to warm my breast with fond memories of home, of wife and daughter and the son whose face I've yet to see. I found it, the Hydra's nest, the foul pit whence the beast that what raised our village came. I am descended to a different home, a place of fire and blood. My journey ends. I am bled and ill and far from home, and death is near. My Laura, who I've abandoned, Alicia, whom I've now failed twice, Reynard, my son, forgive me.
Hold. These letters, they are written in my father's hand. I see. Spread out over all the land, were they? I cannot fathom the trouble you bore to find this. I am at a loss for words, and yet, it seems my father is well and truly dead after all. Please do not worry yourself on this. Simply finding aught of him is a treasure to me. I shall read this anon. Perhaps I may finally learn the cause behind his travels. Now,
Make sure you check out his equipment in his shop, because he expanded his inventory over the quest. And after this, he leaves the game.
In any case, the finest patron deserves the finest reward. Please, sir, accept this gift with my compliments. In truth, I warrant this will be my final transaction. With the mystery of my father resolved, I have little reason to wander the land any longer. Maker guide your steps until our paths cross again.